Drew Dober of the world, man, came in. He fought a slickster in Bobby Green, the ambassador, the voice of the sleeper segment here on this program. And he just was willing to put himself through car crash and car crash and car crash until he finally got the left hook that got the job done. Drew Dober threw three consecutive left hooks while getting pieced up by Bobby Green, and then finally landed the third. And that is the whole entire point of this fight right here. From both coaches in both corners, they were more or less saying, I want you to be first and I want you to be third. And Bobby Green, while he may not have been first, he was second and third a lot, you know what I mean, until the end. What did you think about Drew Dober's performance, and how confident were you feeling about Bobby Green stealing a decision in this one after rounds 1 and midway through rounds 2 when he was just popping Dober back and forth multiple times? What did you think?
A sad fight for Bobby Green when you're winning the fight, piecing this dude up, bloodying him up. And this guy is just relentless and has a lot of power and can eat punches left and right. I mean, Drew Dober, we were talking about it before. This dude is a specimen of a human being, man. Muscular, looks good, classic, Ken Barbie doll. But homeboy's got a brick for a head, and you can tell he was just eating shots left and right, man. And it was a great fight for both guys, man. I thought Bobby Green was looking good, man. Like you said, round and a half, popping these shots, had all the movement going, frustrating Dober. But you can only be so frustrated when you're just throwing big shots and then land a big one and put your boy to sleep. Man, this was a rough fight. But what's nice is I don't think Bobby Green loses any stock here. I think both fighters elevate. Both fighters elevate in this fight, man, and it makes me more excited to see Dober against another brawler, man, because you can tell both guys are in there. They had the same kind of code. We're like, oh, yeah, we're going to make this a fun fight. Somebody here is going to sleep. Somebody here is going to have, a 6 months medical suspension. We're going to both get paid a hell of a lot of money, brother. Let's have some fun. And it was a very fun fight. I think this was the people's main event, man. A lot of good. And another, like you said, Derek, happy to see Dober win. Sad to see Green lose. But either way, even more excited to see a good fight right here.
So what does it mean to you that Bobby Green has been finished by 3 men in the UFC, right? I'm going to tell you the first 2 because you should know that these are the last 2 fights, right? It's Drew Dober and it's Islam Makhachev. If you had to just throw a random guess out there without looking anything up, like who do you think would be the only other person and I'll just give you the hint, right? Lightweight division. Who's the only other person who has finished Bobby Green in his UFC tenure?
If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's somebody early like a Michael Johnson.
You're in a close vicinity. It's actually Dustin Poirier, right? Okay, so those are the only 3 guys to finish you, right? Now, what does it mean to you that Drew Dober not only tied Dustin Poirier for most knockouts in the lightweight division, but he did it on a dude who's notoriously very difficult to put away in a Bobby Green, man. Like, you got to think Drew Dober's stock is raising higher than ever until, hit the brakes, you call out Jalen Turner, the tarantula, the 6'3" monster, and he says, I want all of those problems. I want all of that smoke. When I saw the call out, I was like, Drew Dober, you're calling your shot. You're daring to be great. But Jalen Turner, is that really the guy that you want? I mean, see, even that, it hits you in the chest. You're like, oh, my Lord, like, come on, bro. So do you need a second, brother, to digest this information?
Nah, man. Oh, okay. I mean, Drew Dober wants all the smoke, bro, because when I forgot, it was such a ballsy call out.
Yeah.
I forgot he called up the tarantula, bro. Jalen Turner's a problem.
Yes.
Oh, my God. And makes it even more credit to Drew Dober because that's a hell of a fight that a lot of people are turning down. Man, yeah, I think stock is rising and rising very, very fast for Drew Dober. If we can see that fight come together, man, that would be a what do you pay for? Put that one on the UFC on pay-per-view.
That's right. And I will say Drew Dober, man, I mean, he did another great call out. He says, listen, Bobby Green's the only dude to accept a fight with me. Nobody else wants to fight me. Mm-hmm. That goes to show something right there, man. All right, brother. So big win by Drew Dober. He got a feel for Bobby Green. But once again, in classic fashion, Bobby the King Green. He will be back.